Hello, little thinkers. Ready for a new story expedition? Grab your backpack and adjust your pillow. Today, we visit Sunny City. Look at how beautifully everything moves. Like a big, beautiful clock, every part of the city knows exactly where to go. In the heart of this busy city, at a crowded intersection where four roads met, lived a very special friend named Raya. In the very center of this city stands Ria. Ria isn't just a pole with lights. She is the guardian of safety for everyone. Raya has three magical eyes, a top one for red, a middle one for yellow, and a bottom one for green. Each eye has a special job. When Ria's red eye glows, she says, "Red means stop. Stay where you are, friends. It's a time to pause and be safe." Green means go, but carefully, please. Raya reminds everyone that progress is best when we are mindful of each other. Yellow means get ready, slow down and wait. It's the color of preparation, teaching us never to rush through life. Raya was happy. The vehicles were happy. The people were happy. The city was happy. Everything was perfect. Little blue car. "Good morning, Ria. Thanks for keeping us safe." Ria, "Good morning. Drive safely, friend." But then, little thinkers, the sky began to change. Dark, heavy clouds rolled in, hiding our friendly sun. The wind began to whistle through the buildings, and everyone felt a shiver of worry. Something was coming. Suddenly, crack! A bolt of lightning danced across the sky, brighter than 1,000 light bulbs. It struck right near Ria's pole. She felt a sudden pinch, like a tiny electric bee had stung her circuits. Ria's eyes began to flicker. Red, green, yellow. They blinked fast and faster, trying to stay awake. "What's happening?" Ria whispered. "I can't tell my friends when to stop." "Oh no, someone might get hurt." The vehicles didn't know. They kept coming, faster and faster, trusting that Raya would tell them what to do. The first cars reached the line and paused. They looked up, confused. "Ria, where is your light?" they asked. But not everyone was patient. A big orange truck grew tired of waiting. "I'm late," he roared. Without waiting for a signal, the truck rushed forward, and just like that, the rules began to crumble. A scooter swerved, tires screeched. The peaceful intersection was turning into a scary, tangled mess. Soon it was total chaos. Honking, shouting, and anger filled the air. No one could move. No one would wait. In the middle of all the noise and anger, a small bicycle named Chintu arrived at the intersection. He was old and he wasn't very fast, but Chintu had a very special heart. Chintu looked at the chaos. He saw the cars pushing, the scooters swerving, and the big orange truck roaring. "What a mess," he thought. "No one is following any rules anymore." Chintu could have rushed. He was small enough to squeeze through the gaps, but he didn't. He did the bravest thing anyone could do in a rush. He stopped. A shiny black car behind him honked a loud, angry beep, beep. "Move, little bike," the driver shouted. "There's no light, so there are no rules. Move." Chintu didn't get angry. He didn't even wobble. "The light is broken," he said politely, "but that doesn't mean the rules are broken. Someone has to be patient first." The driver stopped. He looked at the small bicycle, so still and peaceful. He looked at the mess ahead. "You're right," he whispered. "I'm sorry, little friend." The driver turned off his engine. He decided to wait. And just like that, the first seed of patience was planted in the middle of the storm. One by one, the vehicles in Chintu's lane stopped. They stopped fighting. They stopped shouting. They just waited, together. From high above, Ria watched. Her heart began to glow with a tiny spark of hope. "They remembered," she whispered. "They remembered the lessons." The vehicles in the other lanes watched. They heard the silence where there used to be shouting. They saw Chintu, sitting tall and calm on his kickstand. A mother in a silver car looked at her sleeping baby. "If they can be patient, we can too," she whispered. She turned her key, and her engine went quiet. Even the big orange truck, who had been so loud and angry, felt the change. He saw the kindness of the small bicycle and his loud motor began to hum a softer tune. With a heavy sigh, the truck driver turned off his engine. The roar was gone. The intersection was finally, truly peaceful. Look at that, little thinkers. Without a single light, without anyone telling them what to do, the people chose order. They chose to be their own traffic lights. Chintu called out to everyone, his voice clear and steady. Friends, we can't wait here forever. Let's take turns, one road at a time, just like Ria taught us. The north-south vehicles moved first. They didn't race, they didn't crowd. They moved slowly, like a gentle stream, giving each other space to breathe. The east-west drivers waited. They weren't angry anymore. They were proud to be part of something so beautiful, a city working together. Time for our second expedition stop. Little thinkers, Chintu showed us that by waiting, we help everyone. Can you think of a time when you were patient and it helped a friend? What a wonderful thought. Patience is truly a superpower. The repair truck arrived. Two kind workers stepped out, carrying their toolboxes and wearing bright smiles. They had come to help our friend Ria. Don't worry, little light, one worker said, patting her pole. We'll have you shining again in no time. Ria wanted to hug them. One worker climbed the long ladder, up and up, until he was right next to Ria's face. He opened a small door on her back with a gentle click. Inside, he found a tiny wire that the lightning had burnt. He took it out carefully and replaced it with a brand new, shiny one. Ria felt a warm tingle. The worker flipped a silver switch. Ready for testing, he called down. Ria felt the power rushing back into her like a warm cup of cocoa. Suddenly, blink. Ria's red eye flickered once, twice, and then stayed on. It was bright, warm, and beautiful. I'm back, she cheered. Then yellow, then green. Ria cycled through her colors like a rainbow. Her circuits were humming with life again. She felt stronger than ever. The intersection erupted in a different kind of noise, not angry honking, but happy honks. Welcome back, Ria, the cars seemed to say. We missed you, Ria, the little blue car shouted, but we kept each other safe just like you taught us. Ria's heart swelled with pride. Thank you, everyone, Ria whispered. But today I learned that you are the real guardians. You have the rules in your hearts. Scouts, it's time for our final expedition stop. What do you think a rule is? Is it a fence that stops us, or a path that protects us? Rules are like invisible friends that keep us all safe. The story of the broken light and the patient bicycle spread across Sunny City like warm sunlight. Everyone wanted to hear about the little hero. The driver turned off his engine. He decided to wait. And just like that, the first seed of patience was planted in the middle of the storm. The mayor appeared on the news. Our city has learned a big lesson from a small bicycle, he announced. We will honor Chintu at Ria's intersection. The very next day, a grand stage was built right at the intersection. Balloons in red, yellow, and green floated in the air. Everyone was invited. The intersection was full of friends. Even the big orange truck had polished his bumper for the occasion. Everyone was waiting for the guest of honor. The mayor stepped forward. We often think that being fast is being better, he said. But Chintu showed us that sometimes stopping is the fastest way to safety. The mayor pinned a beautiful golden medal on Chintu's handlebar. It sparkled in the sun. The crowd erupted in cheers and happy honks. I just did what Ria taught us, Chintu said shyly. I remembered the rule. His little bell rang out a happy, humble tune that touched everyone's heart. Ria looked down and gave Chintu a slow, proud wink with her yellow light. Well done, little scout, she seemed to say. Well done. That night, as the stars began to twinkle, Ria looked at her reflection. She remembered the dark hours, and she felt a deep gratitude for the small bicycle who didn't wait for a light to do the right thing. The lesson of that day didn't stay at one intersection. It moved through the city like a gentle breeze. People realized that being kind and following rules was a gift they gave to each other every day. Time for another expedition stop, little thinkers. We saw that a small bicycle could be a hero. Do you think you can be a hero by following the rules too? I knew it. You're all heroes in the making. Chintu was invited to schools all over Sunny City. He didn't have a big voice, but when his bell rang, every child listened. He told them about the importance of discipline and the strength in being patient. The children played games of patience, learning that rules made the game more fun for everyone. Red light, green light, they cheered, their faces bright with the joy of playing together fairly. Ria watched over her intersection every night. She felt like she was part of a big, safe family. The rules were the threads that held them all together, strong and invisible. A new sign was placed right next to Ria. It was a reminder for everyone who passed by. "Remember Chintu," it said. "Patience is safety." And people did remember. They smiled as they waited. Even on rainy days, when the roads were slippery, the order remained. No one rushed, no one pushed. The city had found its heart, and it was a patient one. Scouts, let's think. Besides following traffic lights, what else do you do to stay safe? Do you hold a hand when crossing? Do you look both ways? Wonderful. Safety is a team effort.